Dish and dirt. A K A. Dish and dirt. Dishing. Dish and dirt. Welcome back to Dish and Dirt with J and X. This is episode 9. Mm-hmm. It's been like a month.
I know.
Since we did, a lot has happened.
Listen.
She is, turned a year older, so her birthday just so happy. You guys say happy belated. Make sure you sound off in the comments. Wish my sister Pooh a happy birthday.
Black History Month.
Black History Month. She was
Valentine's Day.
She was born on Lover's Day.
Day for my daddies.
That's right. She's extra because she's allowed to.
I
right?
am extra. Because my birthday, y'all.
She deserves it. So I did want to do a cheers to your birthday. I did. So cheers to my sissy Pooh, her 40th. She's in her 40s, but
was you about to my age? Was you about to do it?
I was, but I wanted to say, regardless of what we go through, whether it's a disagreement, whether it is a misunderstanding, I don't want anything else but Jayme. So I'm just so happy that you're you. I love you so much, and I wouldn't want you any other way. I will take the arguments any day if that means I can't have authentic Jayme being who she is.
Sorry. So, I'm not gonna cry. I'm such a cry. But I want to cry so bad. Like, I'm such a cry. Baby, thank
so
you.
Happy birthday to my sissy Pooh. Sound off in the comments. Wish her happy birthday. She is everything, regardless of what we go through. We don't want nothing else but Jayme. So
but we do not argue. Tell the
we
people.
Don't. No,
tell the people. You better tell them something.
I said disagreements or misunderstandings, which is it's not an argument. I feel like an argument's negative. A disagreement or a misunderstanding, we're trying to understand each other. Our voices might be raised, but we're misunderstanding each other. But it's not an argument.
Our personalities are actually a lot alike,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
And normally, I don't think I get along because he's a Virgo, you guys. If you guys are into astronomy, is that what you call it?
Astrology.
You would know that Aquarius and Virgos are not really supposed to get along, and I've always thought that I shouldn't. But when I tell you, everybody in my husband's family is a Virgo, like for everybody.
There's a lot of us.
No, it's a lot of y'all.
It's me, it's Crystal, it's my mom.
Laisha,
Shalonda.
And I'm very close to her.
Bless your heart. Let's bless this food so I can bless this. I wanted to do a toast and do it to her happy birthday first. So I want to get that
Okay.
But let's go ahead and do the grace.
Thank you for the food that we're about to receive. The nerves and everybody's in Christ's sake. Amen.
Amen.
I'm going to shout out my sister Shalonda. She's very important in my life. She's very important. She's a very important component in my life.
My life too.
And she's my sister-in-law. We don't always get along. I'm not going to make it seem like we do. But when I tell you, this woman, she has been a lot to me in my life. Like, she really has. Like, she taught me how to change a tire not recently. When I call on her, when I tell y'all, she's there. She's right there. As much as I just be wanting to just check her down to her socks. And I actually do. I do. And she knows that I do. And I don't like to do that because she's older than me. And I don't. But I love my sissy Pooh. I love her so much.
She got my first bank account. I still got that same bank account.
No, when I tell you guys, she is somebody that will do anything for you. Like, she is extremely
She might throw a little shade to you on the process, but it's all from a good place.
So, you see why we don't do it.
Mind you, Virgos, it's innate.
Virgos!
We just shady as hell.
Yeah, Virgos. The reason why my 40th was extremely special to me was because my mother passed away when she was 40. And I developed anxiety at 39, all because I felt like I was going to pass away at 40 as well. When your mother dies at a young age, and it's something very simple as asthma. My mother passed away of asthma, which I developed actually at 36. I never had it.
I wouldn't call asthma simple. You said something simple as asthma. Asthma and
people, but you don't hear about people dying of asthma though.
I feel like it's not reported as much, but I mean, it's
you
scary.
don't hear about people passing away of asthma. Like, you don't. Like,
it's so scary.
Dying of asthma? No, I'm sorry. Back then, we hadn't heard from anybody really passing away from asthma, especially at 40. And so, my 40th meant so much to me because, like I said, I am not shy. The reason why I work in the mental health field is because I did develop a depression having to live without my mother. She meant everything to me. My mother passed away when I was 13, but she was my favorite person in the world. She was. And it's been a struggle, but I am extremely blessed. Like, I really am. Like, I feel like I am definitely highly favored. I say that a lot. I definitely am a spiritual person. And when I tell you God has blessed me, look at how I am with him. This is my brother-in-law. And blood cannot make us no closer.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
You better keep going.
You better. It cannot make us no closer. Like, I love this little boy. And I tell everybody this. I'm a storyteller, you guys. People think that I just be putting it. I do put it on. If a story is good, I will take it and make it my own, and I make it in my own. So I will put a little twist on it, and I'm pretty sure everybody can sense that. So and not like I'm lying, because I'll be like, yeah, they put up with 59 people in the car, so it could have been like 4 people in the car, y'all. So I expect
11 people sound way better.
Hello. I'm a storyteller. Like, I'm gonna tell the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just make it sound better. But I think you're smart enough to know that I'm telling the story.
Yeah.
Like, I'm putting a dub on it. But people act like you be lying too. I said, ooh, you're slow.
I had this story.
Are you not slow?
Anytime she adds a little extra into the story, it's always super funny because I know I had a story. So I lived with this woman across the way at one point. I was renting a room. I was renting a room over there. And then her daughter was just a piece of work, okay? And
You're not telling the story.
So she was just, you know, she is a sweet girl, but you know, some things she would say, we would just be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He's not lying.
So she had said to me one time, I don't know if she just wanted to talk to me or if she just wanted to say something to me. So she came, I was in one room of the house and she was in another room. So she came all the way to my side of the room and was like, hey, so, mind you, I did. I think she knew I wanted to warm something up. I did want to use the microwave. I did. But, I mean, I wasn't pressed on it, though. Like, I mean, who's really... I mean, in a household, are people really waiting in the line to get in the microwave? Absolutely not. I'll do it later. Like, I'll put my plate there and be like, I'll wait till you're done. So she... I guess when she was done, I didn't say anything to her. She was standing there. She was like, hey, Chris, she said, yeah, left the microwave door open for you.
What?
Okay.
But I?
You know, now I'm gonna tell you her version of the story.
We do it all the time.
So I was kind of like, when I told Jayme that, I said,
no, I didn't make it mine. Oh my God.
you did. So I was, because
You're
she
stupid.
did. So
I did make it mine.
Like,
I'm just not realizing that.
I've never heard of anything like this. You know, again, I guess that's considerate. I should be appreciative that someone would do that. You know, but it sounds like, girl, I could open it.
You said, not that big of a deal.
It's not.
I think I got it.
I got it if I need to.
I think I got it, babe.
Me too. I think I got it, babe.
I think I got it, babe.
But the kicker to the story is I go into the kitchen and the bitch didn't even leave the microwave door open. She lied about the entire thing. The bitch made her tail up. And I was like, okay. So I was going to knock on the door.
No, wait, hold on.
I was going to knock.
Made a tell her.
I was going to knock on the kitchen door and say, excuse me, that microwave door is not open.
Made a tell her.
So are you liar now? Are you lying on purpose? I know you're not going out your way to lie, honey. You are what they call it, they say, you just lie without a conscience, baby. You just lying for no reason. So when I told her the story, she turned it into a whole, way funnier. She was like, hey, nigga, let that microwave door open for you, baby. Just in case you needed something. I don't know if you want to warm something out of your nachos. That microwave door is open for you. And she turned into all of that. So it went to, hey, Chris, microwave door open. She didn't even do this. This is her gesture. She made
I
the
said,
hey, you know you do one of these. Hey, man.
And
that's when you really see, hey, man, that microwave door.
I would just paint the picture.
I know it's
an
inconvenient.
Right. And so I just assumed that ain't nobody that I'm talking to that slow to not know that I'm making it my story. Mm-hmm. When I tell it, I'm gonna give it to you, man. Okay? I give it a story.
Her version is better. So now when I tell it, now we always be like, hey,
we
man.
said let that mic.
Carbon monoxide, I'll blow out your house. But you know what? I left the oven on for you. It's 2 a.m. It's okay. I'm gonna wake you up saying
she said let that mic up.
I left that oven over for you, baby. Keep it hot for you. Mm-hmm. But even that makes a little more sense. That's considerate. If you know somebody trying to bake something, you say, hey, baby, I left that I left the oven on. You say, thank you, bitch.
I ain't got time for you, baby.
That is appreciative. Never said, thank you, bitch. I appreciate you.
You okay there?
You ain't never considerate. Wasn't gonna cook nothing, but okay, now I am.
You got me in this kitchen now. Now you got me in this
But
kitchen.
the microwave door?
I ain't got
I
time.
promise you, I got it. Some people might think I'm slow. Listen, I ain't that damn slow. I can open the microwave door myself. And
No, I do be finding myself being slow on some shit though, y'all. For real. Like when you feel like you slow, you be like, damn.
I also want to
Help my kids when they homework. Sometimes I be like,
I would have.
I said,
I don't think I even know how to do math outside of like addition. I don't forgot.
okay, Chris, let's talk about the post that you recently posted. My brother, you guys, when I tell you I'm never on Facebook, the only reason I got on there this month because I forgot it was my birthday. I said, let me get on here and see my birthdays, okay? Because I have forgot, okay? So I do not be on Facebook at all. And I was like, let me go because my birthday month, I forgot. And so I when I tell you the notifications I had on there, it was a fool. So I got on there and I seen this beautiful post. Sorry, that's my ugly cry, y'all. When I cry, I'm ugly.
I was thinking about it because I think we're all guilty of doing this sometimes. Like I feel like what we always see on social media is a bunch of people traveling as if they have a ton of money. So you just see people and they're traveling to exotic places. So you're sitting here thinking like, first of all, y'all going to Tula, Mexico, or however you pronounce it. I know the tickets are cheap. Stop acting like you're rich because you went there.
I ain't got time.
Second, a lot of people are traveling, and mind you, when you see nothing but people traveling, they're always on a flight. They always got designer clothes on. Everybody has a six-pack. Everyone's a fitness influencer. Everyone is I can see how a person who's doing just regular stuff can feel like, damn, am I not doing enough? And so I put on my Facebook, I was saying like, people are not showing you the real stuff that's happening in their lives, the day-to-day stuff. You know, the process in which you went to make sure, you know, listen, these people got kids and they're traveling all the damn time. Mm-hmm. So you say, where the babies at? Show us what you have to do to convince whoever to watch them babies all week and what you have to do. Show us the real shit what's happening. All we see is the glitz and the glam. And I feel like social media, if you're not confident in your life, you could start to feel a way about your own life and be like, oh my God, I'm not doing, or you can feel inadequate, like I'm not doing enough. So I put something up to just say like, you know, listen, if you got an average body, good. Who cares? If you're working like a regular 9 to 5, but you're able to pay your rent, baby, you are doing it. If you have just regular things, you're not traveling. I don't travel much at all. Do I think my family, we have the money to travel, but that's not the first thing we think about when we have money. We have other things to attend to, but if you're not traveling much, that doesn't mean you're not doing enough with your life. That means your money's going to something else. Some people just love to travel. They'll go traveling broke. I'm not going nowhere traveling broke. Because when I go to a different state, different country, I want to have some spending money. But some people go there broke and sit in their hotel and take pictures of it and say, you see the ocean there? And they said, but they ain't did nothing else. They ain't left the hotel nothing. I said, no, you're not a prisoner on your own damn vacation. You went on vacation to sit in a hotel, bitch. Really? So I say all of that to say, you guys, you are enough. Don't feel inadequate. Just if you're doing regular stuff, waking up every day and doing it all over is a task within itself. We talked about it this week. Just sometimes it's like, I don't want to do shit, not even work. I sit over here sometimes like, I hate working. Every morning and it's the same conversation.
When can I retire?
I went to bed early just to wake up because I knew I had work, and I still wake up every morning like, sick of this shit, man.
Attitude. You said, man.
I also wanted to talk about, and I didn't even tell you I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about shaming. And what I mean by shaming is, you know how, and you're going to probably feel me on this because people think we mean anyway. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
I'm okay with shaming. And this is what
I'm not. I don't shame anybody. I do not feel like I shame anybody.
Let me tell you something. No. Because my thing is, stop it. Wait. So I watch 600-Pound Life, my 600-Pound Life, and Dr. Now be getting them fat people together. You hear me? And my thing, people say I said not a fat shamer. He's telling people the truth. Once you have an addiction to food, and you done got yourself so big where you frying chicken from your bed. Someone needs to tell you this is not okay. Someone needs to say that. And it's okay to tell your friends or people you close with, like, that's not cool. Hopefully, you know, I understand you enjoy it, but it's wrong. You need to stop it. You need to quit. And I feel like these people just... So I'm okay with fat shaming to an extent.
Sure.
Now, some people, there's a lot of us who call ourselves fat, like people who actually are fat probably look at us when we picking on ourselves and be like, oh.
No, I've been fat, so you can't look at me. That's different. You ain't been 250 pounds. So,
I've been through 20.
get out here. You're a man. I'm a female.
Well, I'm also 5'7", 5'8", so that 220 on that a smaller person, a person of that height.
I've never seen Chris fat, so.
But anyway, what I'm saying is, to an extent, I don't have a problem with it. So like, I was also going to talk about there's kink shaming, where some people are into really kinky, nasty stuff.
What do you mean?
Some of y'all should be ashamed of the things you're into.
Please tell
is
me.
what I'm saying. Like some people have like a sock fetish or a shoe fetish, and to an extent, mind you, a foot fetish makes a little more sense to me.
I do.
But I've seen people
sock?
who have a shoe fetish, like a shoe fetish. I've seen a video of a man getting his face stepped on because he was obsessed with these shoes. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Someone need to tell him and say, hey, this is not okay. You and this fetish? Get on.
I know, you know what? I honestly, like for real, people like that, like, where are your friends at?
No, they ain't telling their friends, so they're jumping on camera and doing it though. I said, so you better tell the world. But you don't want to tell your friends that you're a nasty gutter butt.
That would be
Gutter.
gutter bitch.
Hey, that's exactly what you're doing. At least you can own it. So no, some people need to really be ashamed of the stuff that they like to do in private. Like I said, shoe fetish. Like, okay, I do believe there's something in being like, okay, you know what? I need to be in control, right? Like, there's some, as being an adult, I feel like you have to be mature enough to be in control of those type of urges. Where it's not like, I just feel like, mind you, so obviously I'm gay, and my thing, I'm dealing with men, and she ain't dealt with the dating world in a while. These men. All damn day, that's what you're thinking about. I said, do you guys do normal stuff like go to work and like do laundry? Like, it's just you just think about sex all the time.
Like is there nothing else that boggles your mind throughout the day?
I told you.
And if it's not, then that's pretty sad. Like, you have an addiction.
You have an addiction.
You have a
That's what I'm
problem.
saying. People are not calling this out. No, baby, you have an issue.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. So I'm totally fine with shaming certain things. Kink shaming, like I said, a lot of gay. I want to say I'm in the community, so I wish you guys would try to come from me talking about my own community. I'm in the gay community.
I'm sorry. When I say I'm a lion,
If anything, I'm the bottom of the
and
barrel.
they just want kids.
I'm black and I'm gay, so I'm both. Bottom of the barrel over here.
I wish
So-
please don't let anybody say nothing, because I don't want to have to go off.
I can talk on my own community. I think there's a lot of addiction. There's a lot of drug addictions. A lot of stuff in the gay community where it's like, baby, y'all need to address that. There's something going on where I can be online. I don't care what app it is, whether it's Grindr, whether it's Jacked, whether it's Scruff, whether it's Plenty of Fish. These are all apps that gay people are on. Why does it seem like I can't get on no app and people don't even speak? Then I have a face picture. They just send you penis, anus, and all their body parts. Hi. I said, who the hell? Have more respect for your damn self. They say, you know, and another thing that I'm really irritated about is, and I think this is something that the gay community needs to work on. I'm in the community. I can help. We can do it together. Mm-hmm. Y'all more concerned about people's vaccination status, but when was your last STD, STI test? Let's talk about those results. Those are the ones I want to see. I've had COVID. I've had COVID. Survived that one. So let's talk about the other shit that y'all don't want to talk about. Y'all kicking motherfuckers out of restaurants. Let's talk about something else.
Ooh,
Pull out those results I would like to see.
I'm in church. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm in church.
Well, first of all,
preach.
I see vaccination statuses on people's profile, but they ain't even got the STI, STD test results. And I said, oh, baby, scratch that. Survived that one. I've had the COVID. I want to see the
I
other
made you
stuff.
say I had to.
I think twice. Oops. My bad. I'm only human.
I'm only human.
So let me see the other ones. Because I don't want to be itching and scratching nowhere. So let's see those results. You want to talk about something? Step in my office. Come with respect. And I'll be nice. Come on in. I mean, if you want to have a conversation. But yeah, I'm a little over it. So anyway, kink shaming. Some of y'all need to be ashamed of the stuff you're into. Some of that you should be. I think a part of being an adult is being in control of those desires, or being like where you don't have to be like every time. I mind you know, I've talked to somebody where everyone he saw, he needed to comment on what he wanted.
Ew.
And I was like, oh my God, I'd take him down. Oh my God, I'd swallow that. And I was like, excuse me, ew.
No, ew.
And I was just like, you are. I know. I was just like.
Like, I smell it. It's all, I smell it. No, I'm sorry.
Then he was somebody who who couldn't pull it if he wanted to. I said, you ain't pull. I said, boy, please. I said, aim lower. Aim lower, baby.
She said, good try, though.
I said, aim lower. I said, you reaching for the sky. They say you should do that, but sometimes you should not. Reach for maybe the top of the fence. Because that's all you can get. He said, building. I
Good
said,
try,
no.
though.
I said, no, not building, not a moon. Fence for you. That's all you can get, baby. Peel it back, honey.
Seconds. Oh, and I'm sorry. I want to give a shout out to my husband. My husband is his brother, and my husband is a lot of things. Like, he really is. Like, I can't think. Like, I remember sending him a text one time, y'all, and my husband are very stupid. But I remember, I was just like, you a barber. I was like, you a counselor, and I was just pretty much quoting a movie. It was from a barbershop. He was like, you a style coach. Like, I know you may not know what I'm talking about, but I went through all the things he said and then added everything he was. I was like, so you're a producer. My husband builds computers. My husband he's a jack of all trades.
Yes.
He is. He's a jack of all trades. And I am always bigging him up. And so a lot of times I big him up and be like, why you ain't doing this? Because I feel like he can do everything. Like, I remember saying it one time in one of these old posts that he could actually build a house. He could.
He could.
And I wish he would, because he can. And so I said that. So I'll be like, you can do anything you want to. So I wish you would get moving. And so I do it to encourage him. But my husband is not. There's nothing that I feel like he can't do.
There's nothing.
I really feel like that. And so I want to give a big up to my husband because, baby, I just love you. And I know I probably feel like I'm just on
Big
your
up
ass.
to my brother, because listen, like,
He got to put up with me.
There's a lot. And I know.
Wait, what?
Moving on. I know. For me, the place I live in, which, mind you, the only reason I love it so much is because what he and I did at that place. And he's the reason why it's so beautiful. Like, I might have been the person, kind of like the person, put this here, but I went to friends or whatever you want to call it. I went to his place, and he lives in the same area that I live in. And not that it looked bad, but there's a lot of things I just didn't have to worry about. So my brother, he mounted my televisions, hid the cords in the wall. He know how to light cords.
And he is so extra, you guys.
And he, mind you,
worse than me, and I'm bad.
Hid the cords in the wall so it looks really clean. It almost looked like the place came this way. He also ran this cord. I had this I needed to work in this little baby corner in my place, so we needed to make this work. We needed to make this little corner work. He went with me to Target to go find, he measured, because I don't measure stuff. He measured it for me. We found the desk perfect to fit in this teeny spot that you would never think something would have fit. We found the chair. He put all my computer cuts together. It was on a Saturday. He made sure all my computer and stuff was set up. Mind you, the only reason I have the job I have now is because he allowed me to work from his place, from his garage. Even though it was a garage, I was able to accept the job because it was only remote, and was able to work from their house, her house and their house, for about at least a good 6 months before I actually was able to move to my own place. But jack of all trades, everything. I know sometimes we always say, oh my God, you're everything. He legit is everything. Mm-hmm. So anyway, that concludes this episode. This is episode 9. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. We messed around this one, but we wanted to. And I hopefully you enjoyed yourself the way we did. Bye. Yeah. We'll see y'all next time. All right?
Dish and dirt.
Dish and dirt.